What's going on? I decided to do this sooner than later. This will be the first impressions video. Yes, I'm going to squeeze 2 vids out of this because I wasn't going to make this. But I wanted to, while I was whining about that cable inside of it, well, it didn't do no noise or nothing. It spun real good. As you can see, I just got, I think I've trimmed for over an hour straight already. And then when it was first started, and it got hot the first time, it would die at an idle, but then it quit after about 20 or 30 minutes. I'd let off. It's not a fan of real long line. I'm used to the 94R and the 2620T. That's about all you can get out till it starts, you know, bogging the motor down and real thick. If it's thin grass, I'll let it go out real long. But see, I've been trimming. I ain't mowed the lawn because I wanted to trim first, because I wanted to play with this thing. You don't really feel that as much as I thought you would. The trigger's like the other one on my 128, but this thing's longer, thank the good Lord. That's what hurts about the 128 more than anything, is the shortness of it. I hate that. But it suffers from burnt arm syndrome. Burnt arm syndrome is very evident in this trimmer. It's worse than the Echo 2620T. The Echo 2620T, it just rises naturally, like I said in my review. This one, it feels like there's some little gargoyle in there with a freaking leaf blower blowing up. I'm serious. And the more throttle you give it, the more air is blowing up. So my hot elbow is still hot. Yes, I had to feel it. It is still hot. Luckily, I didn't touch it. So you got to be very careful right there. And I've seen videos of them having a plate that fits the 326, the commercial version of this, or the full commercial, where this is the entry commercial, so-called. After about an hour's of trimming, it's already empty. See that? How much gas? It's really gas in there. So it'll last about an hour, I'd say. Now, if you ain't doing as high grass as I was doing, it might last longer, give or take. But I will give it this. This is my new favorite edging. I went up my driveway, edging. Not a lot of people mistake those two. And I'm talking to the non-lawn care people, because there's a lot of people that don't do lawn care that watches my channel, and they don't never know what I'm talking about. We call this trimming when you're trimming along houses and stuff. Edging is when you turn this thing upside down and cut around walkways and stuff, sidewalks, curbs. That trimmer string is at the very top. You see that? That is my favorite head to edge with. I cannot believe how much I like edging with this trimmer. Remember, it's in a review. This is a first impressions video. That's my new favorite head. It edges better than a speed feed, the Steel 25-2, the height. It was so natural edging with this thing. I ran up my driveway. So nice. It weighs 9 pounds something. You could tell a noticeable difference in weight between the 94R even. Would I take this over a 94? Lord, no. But this is a $259 trimmer. I'm really thinking about ordering a new handle. I'm going to see what all they got. I can't stand that handle. I adjusted that handle 20 times. So Husqvarna, if you ever watch this, which you probably won't, please quit putting those big freaking edger handles on a trimmer. Good Lord, you can't hold the side of it or nothing. God, I hate that handle. The choke, it cranked on first, brand new, after I quit filming. I pulled it. It tried to crank on the first pull, and then I just took the choke off. Hear it? And I primed it about 6 times. This says 6 to 10. And no, you're not going to flood it. There's a starter reminder for dummies. And I'm not calling anybody stupid. You know how they say for dummies? the new steels, like the 322, which I thought was replacing this, but some places are discontinuing. God, that's hot. Woo! I'm going to get my infrared thermometer and point it at it and tell the difference between the heat to here. God, right here is burning. Woo! I've got one of them meters too. So boys, if you buy one of these, I just cut it off, literally. Watch your elbow. Seriously, it's going to burn you. But it seems like my elbow tends to stay right here. So it's not that too bad. But it's things like carrying a piece of wood. I highly recommend that part of it. I mean, it weighs 9 pounds, but it don't feel like nothing. But anyway, I'm going to stop this now. I've got to mow. I'll keep everybody on Instagram. I'm trying to get more active on there. But that was the first impressions video. I don't want to make this too long. But I like it. So far, so good. Like I said, it's not no high dollar steel. If the steel 56 RC was be as long as this, them two would compete good. The 56 needs to be longer, like the 128. For 25cc, this thing's got a whole lot more power than the 128 Husqvarna. Don't go, it ain't just by cc. I can make a very large cc and have no power or nothing in it, and a cheap clutch. But I ain't gonna get into semantics. But that is the first impressions video. It's light. It's the best edging trimmer that I have ever used. I'm serious. I absolutely love turning this upside down. Better, I just don't know. It's just exactly right for me. I'm a big fan of that head. That's what she said. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one.